over here in Guasapa of the Muua Island of Papua New Guinea. We're here with the 54th, not 45th, 54th edition of Grand Platypus Open. I am, of course, your host, Yaku of TvZ, and with me today we have el temporizador de café que consiguió una suscripción a Amazon Prime para ella himself, Light_VIP. How we doing, Light?
What's up, Yaku? We are here. We are back, mate. Happy Lunar New Year! When was it?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
But there are 15 days. But there are technically 15 days.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. We got 2 weeks. But mate, we are here. We are back to find out who is the biggest platypus in Oceania and Sea.
That we are, and we're gonna be starting it off here on Jagannatha. LE, we're here in the top right-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top right-hand corner. The blue Terran player coming down from the land of Singapore. He is going to be representing himself as well as fine team. You know him as Jenny Kim, but he is actually Jenny Kim's boyfriend. He is Hiro with an I.
So glad you got that right. That's putting in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE. We have the other Singaporean player. He is the Zerg player. He is red, representing Team GDA. It is Nameless.
Now, I almost said Jenny Kim's girlfriend. So, yeah.
God damn it. And the thing, okay. As we get into this game, first of all, we almost never get SG versus SG, so that's pretty sick. But I feel like this is what
we hardly ever get SG in general. I feel.
Yeah, stop with that. Everyone always says there's no one in SG who plays in Singapore who plays StarCraft, mate. Everyone in Singapore plays StarCraft.
That or they know someone who plays StarCraft.
And Hiro, he is the embodiment of cheese in Singapore.
He really is. We saw him up against Pez last week. He was doing something pretty similar to this. In fact, I want to say it's actually basically identical. He didn't go for gas this time, but that's because he is playing in the TvZ as opposed to a TvP. He's going pure Marine. Oh my god.
Everything is being pulled except for the mule, mate. What a big brain. And I have to wonder if he does this in every single matchup, even in TvT.
He has to, right?
It's possible.
Oh no, in TvT it's probably Reapers instead of Marines.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it gets spotted. The Overlord here to the right and the Overlord to the north does see everything, and now Nameless is in full panic mode.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of spine crawls pretty far into the back, which is kind of curious. I would imagine he wants to, use some sort of buffer a little bit, but to be fair, he doesn't really have much of units out right now. He has 2 queens and just a handful of Zerglings. Oh, the SCVs surround the queen beautifully, and the Marines are here to just tie up that bow, clean up those loose ends.
Exactly. Every single queen goes down. There are 3 spines on the way, but you know what? They are not going to finish. A second goes down. The third is going to go down. Nothing is done.
GG is called. Hiro, he's doing this for Jenny Kim. It's all for you.
Wow.
Mine guts.
GG. And it's one of those things where Demi in the chat right now, he's like, oh my god, he's going 3-Rex. Who would have thought? That's every game.
Every time. He's the embodiment of the NA server.
Oh god. And
or he's at least a representative.
I have to wonder if Nameless is familiar with him. The Singaporean League is a thing, and Hiro is probably the most active, highest ranking Singaporean player, since Blisk only comes out for the big stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Funnily enough, Ares did win one of them. But no, I believe Hiro is in fact the most recent champion of the Singapore Star League.
I have to wonder if it's just off of nothing but 3 racks, or if he has something else in store for us. I haven't seen him do anything else.
That's all I'm saying. Proxy tank.
Sure.
That's all I'm hoping for here.
Oh god, oh god. Alright, here we go. We are getting ready for game number 2. Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Romanticide. What a fitting map here, honestly. From Mr. Jenny Kim.
Exactly. Very fitting indeed. And I have to wonder if Nameless is going to be able to adapt to this, because what I was going to get into is that Nameless has been on a bit of a hiatus for the past couple of months. You know, it's the off season, right?
Yeah, it's been kind of it's been the off season.
But like, I don't know how familiar he is with someone like Hiro. Does he know that he does nothing but proxy?
Hiro is. I don't want to say Hiro is recent, because he's not, but he did start to, make a bit of a name for himself during Nameless's hiatus. So
True.
It's very possible that he doesn't. But we'll see about that here on Romanticide. LE. LE, of course, stands for Lovers Eclipse of the Heart. Figure that one out in a lyric. Here in the top left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the top left-hand corner, the red Terran player. Red for passion, obviously, as this man, he is known here as Jenny Kim, but he is not in fact Jenny Kim. He is Jenny Kim's boyfriend, would normally be representing a team, but this time he's doing it all for you, Jenny. He is Hiro with an I.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the other Singaporean player. He is Zerg, he is blue, he's representing Team GDA. It is Nameless.
I was honestly expecting a 12 full out of Nameless here.
It wouldn't have been the worst thing, to be honest.
Fair, it really wouldn't. To be fair, Nameless generally is not a particularly aggressive player. He prefers to have a bit more of an economic opening and, play on a more standard macro game. But I've seen him do it before.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'll be honest, I am shocked that there is nothing outside of the main for Hiro.
I would say I'm shocked as well, except he's definitely making up for it. That's double gas without any expansion to speak of.
Oh yeah. I have to really wonder what this is going to be for, because again, that is a lot of gas. Whether he wants to go up to like a 1-1-1 into like, I don't know, like a fast BC or something like that, or if he, if he's gonna stay on that factory tech and go for some other kind of all-in. Regardless, this is heavily committed.
It's heavily committed. There we go. The first of the Reapers are coming out light.
Oh boy.
I have to wonder, is he gonna go Medivacs behind us?
Oh, yeah, it looks like it, go for a medevac, go for a bit of a drop, maybe, have the Reapers attack the front and then drop the Hellions into the main or something like that. And I'm a little bit concerned because Nameless, did he misrally his first Overlord?
For a scout.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know how much Nameless has
played. Might have been a little bit of a slip up,
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of a slip up, thinking that that's natural.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, he spots it with the Ling at least.
Yeah, so far it looks decently standard. I mean, double Reaper Hellion is a lot more common in other matchups like TvT than TvZ, but this is still manageable here for Nameless, right? Or so he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, like, with his queens, he should be okay. He has a third queen on the way as well. He has to be careful. That queen is getting dangerously low. He's diving for
One more volley, and he does, in fact, get the queens. These Lings do not have speed, and there's a massive gap here in the creep. The Reapers get right on out. They regenerate their health, wait for that Banshee to come in. That's a lot more havoc.
And that's the thing, right? I was thinking BC. It is not BC. It is Banshee that is on the way with Cloak as well. Still no natural whatsoever.
And is he going for a second Rax?
Oh my god.
Does Hiro just have a pact to never make an expansion? Never build a CC? I'm sure that if he didn't spawn with a CC, he wouldn't build one.
Oh god, oh god. Okay, so the Banshee gets spotted. It gets spotted by the Overlord. Did Nameless see it though, is the question.
I think he missed it. He's not getting any spores.
Oh god, still no spores. He has plenty of queens, which is great, but Cloak is about to finish up in 10 seconds.
Just like... I thought I could time that correctly, but I could not. Does he have a lair? No, it is still pure hatchery tech. Now, he does confirm the Banshee here before Cloak can finish up, and he will be able to get at least a couple of spores out before Smasher can really get much done.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like all these drones here at the third base are going to go down. The spore is about to finish up, but, I mean, the damage has already been done here.
That it has, man. Definitely could have been worse here for Nameless.
Oh, yeah.
It's really important that he caught the Banshee when he did.
This isn't as bad as it could have been, right? Only 5 drones went down here at the third base, so this is still manageable for Nameless. The thing is, like, I really wish this Overlord was over here, because then he doesn't know that his opponent is still on one base.
Confirm that, yeah. That is not. He's on 3 bases, which is great, but
he's droning up.
Doesn't quite know that.
He just
doesn't quite know what's coming up for him.
No.
Yes, spent his entire larva bag. He does have the Baneling Nest, but man, it's gonna be so long before those Banelings can get anything done. Right, there are already 2 tanks out here.
Feels bad, man. Stop making. I mean, he knows now the push is here, and he's gonna be kicking himself right now. He just made a massive wave of drones. Banelings are being morphed in, but he has to wait. He has to buy time. He has to make sure that they finish morphing in.
Not only does he have to wait for them to finish morphing in, he's got to wait for his Lings to come out as well. He has no buffer at the moment. 2 tanks already stitched up. Bear in mind, these are slow Banes. Even on creep, it does not take much for tanks to take him out.
Yeah, exactly. And the third base does go down, but that's not where Hiro is going to stop. He goes in with his Banshees. Oh, there's no Overseer.
Targeting the Banelings.
Oh.
I don't think he has a lair yet.
He's morphing it in now, but it's already a little bit too late. A couple of Banelings were sniped, and now the Baneling Nest is under threat.
And again, just not much here that can deal with anything that Hero's got. I have to say, I'm really impressed here, Light. He did proxy, but he's still getting a very effective quick win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are a lot of queens.
We'll
to
see.
be,
There
like,
are a lot of queens.
Yeah.
There are a lot of queens, and they have transfuse energy.
That they do.
Once again, Hiro is on only a single base right now versus Nameless, who's on 3 bases.
Definitely, and it looks like Nameless is going in. Oh, okay, he backs off.
Oh, this could be bad, but it could be great. The Banes are still very slow. Really good police split here from Hiro. But in the end, those Banelings, or those tanks rather, they were focused on the queens. They were not taking out the Banelings. Now, there still might be enough here for Hiro.
Honestly, Nameless almost...
Never underestimate Defender's advantage, though.
Yeah, Nameless almost cleaned up. I feel like if he had pulled a couple of boys with that, he would have been fine. Like, there's only 1 tank left, only a handful of Marines. He's so close to cleaning this...
friendly fire.
He's trying to kill the tank.
And he's almost getting it. He should be able to get it here. The bunker did also stop completion. There's still a couple of SCVs here. They need to go build that bunker again.
Wow, and okay, here comes another tank. It's unsieged though again. Like Nameless, despite having so many drones, despite droning up as heavily as he did, like he can still hold this. He just has to be so careful.
He very much does. The Baneling Nest is on the way. Lings are doing such a good job of surrounding those Marines. They cannot get into that bunker. Wow. And the tank way too exposed. Nameless holds. And from here on out, Jenny Kim, 18 workers versus 52. 1 base versus 3. What is he gonna do? All Nameless has to do is counterattack.
Exactly. I'm so goddamn impressed with Nameless right now. He did not know the push was coming until it was at his doorstep. He lost his 3rd base, but you know what? He kept cool, he kept calm, he kept collected, he kept making queens, he kept making lings. Like he did whatever he could to make sure he held.
I think the moral of the story here, Light, is that queens, that's all you need on the defense.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he even immediately remade his Baneling Nest after he lost it as well. To be fair, this Banshee, oh my god, it's actually dealing a decent amount of damage.
He's doing a lot. Yeah, the Overseer still a ways off. Did not get Pneumatized Carapace. It'll take a while for it to get there. 7 drones. Pretty good here for Hiro, all things considered. Now, Nameless is still far, far ahead economically, in fact. There's no second base on the way at all.
Still done.
Hiro cannot I think his C button is broken.
It's possible. He may just not be using it. I don't know what his keyboard layout is like at the moment. I think the link may have
He
spotted...
only has a numpad.
Only the numpad. That's all he's got, mate. He is pushing out though, and Nameless, he hasn't spotted this army. He's completely out of position for this.
He is, but again, he still has a lot of army over there. He can still bring this back home. There we go. He can split up his army very effectively and still do a lot of damage on the other side of the map while holding over here. This is not a very formidable army for Hiro. 2 tanks that are very exposed and not a lot of marines that honestly are looking like sitting ducks here to the Banelings. GG is called. Nameless fighting back, taking us to that ace match. Sorry, Jenny. You're going to have to cheer on Hiro harder.
Exactly. GG. Oh, I'm just so impressed with Nameless, man. Just he never gave up. Things things were looking bad, man. What a game.
They were looking horrifying for a while. He again, and I want to reiterate something that you pointed out. He only noticed a push at the last second.
Yeah. He was turning up, you know.
he spent all his love on drones when he saw the army at his base. But I guess this just goes to show what kind of player Nameless is, right? He loves to go macro. He loves his economic openings. But you can't always. But losing to rushes like this or very aggressive players taught him I can't just be greedy. I need to be defensive as well as greedy.
Definitely. Oh boy, and just just really well done there by Nameless being able to defend there, and that was really well done. We'll see what happens here in game 3. As you said, like, Hiro is showing us that he doesn't have to go for proxies. He can proxy or he can just one base it up. Will he do something crazy and expand?
Planetary Rush. That's all I want. You can't actually do that versus Zerg though. The creep provides enough of a buffer. But enough about that. We are now here on Lightshade LE, the final map of this best of 3 series. We picked the right one. Here, spawning in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way to the top left-hand corner, the blue Terran player coming down from the land of Singapore. He is going to be representing himself as well as his girlfriend, going by the name of Jenny Kim. He is Hiro.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Singaporean Zerg player. He is red. He is representing Team GDA, tying up the series 1-1 already. It is Nameless.
I just looked over at chat. Guys, let's have a betting pool. How many is Hiro gonna proxy again? And what's he gonna proxy?
Yeah, we need to set that up. Hopefully we do set up predictions and bets every now and then. Maybe we can do it later on tonight.
Hopefully he slides it for Debbie C Weekly tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can get that set up.
You were talking about it, like, Hiro, he's been around for a while, but as you said, like, he's been really active the past couple of months.
Couple months, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say around November of 2020 was when he really started to get some notoriety behind him, playing in the SSL, Singapore Star League and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely.
And I believe dipping his toes into it. I actually don't remember if he played in Aodai.
I believe he played.
He did.
Yeah, towards the end. Towards the end, he definitely
Towards the
did.
end, yeah.
Yeah, and
dipping his toes into more international events recently.
It's just really cool that Singapore has, like, a little bit more representation, because for the most part, like, when it comes to active players, like Animal's Malaysian, right? Is it Malaysian?
Yeah, Animal's from Malaysia.
Animal's Malaysia. Who's the Singaporean that I'm thinking of that isn't Blisk?
Aries?
Who isn't Aries?
Aries is also Malaysian. He just lives here. Reffinan? Lobo?
Lobo, that's it. I was thinking of Lobo. Like, Lobo is, like, I would say considered, second best in Singapore. But, like, Lobo isn't very active at all, right? And, like, we have Psycho, but Psycho has also been inactive as well. So it's cool that, like, Hiro has stepped up.
Guys are busy. It really is. And of course, gotta shout out Gunner Guy every time one of these Singapore players who, you know, make a name for themselves in something like the SSL just starts getting more international notoriety.
Definitely, definitely. Meanwhile, as we get into this game, so far Hiro has gone for the exact same opener he did in the previous game. Ooh, except...
Not quite. That's the medevac! That's what I wanted to see last game, Light. Hopefully he can keep these Hellions alive. He needs them to get into that main base. Hiro hasn't spotted the third base as of yet. He's getting a lot of Reapers out.
Yeah, that he is. And we'll see if this works better for him, because I feel like the Cloak Banshees did a lot for him in the previous game, but now he's not going to have access to them. But
you know what? He's going to have access to more ground units and more maneuverability for those ground units. See how he does with them. Nameless, once again, actually hasn't positioned his overlords too far into Hiro's side of the map. He's being very defensive of them.
Yeah, he doesn't, as you said, he doesn't really have them in the main like attack path, so he's unaware of like
where the map.
Yeah. He's a little bit more concerned with, you know, where the attacks come from, not when they move out, and it could be his downfall. We'll see. He already loses one queen.
Yeah, not at all ideal. Just a KDA charge going on over there. The other queen getting very, very low. Very good use of KDA charges over here, making sure that only one queen is attacking at the time. These drones, like, they're looking so vulnerable. A couple of volleys from this Hellion, and they all go down. Beautiful surround here with the Lings, but a hot pickup on top of everything. Wow.
Yes,
I'm sure there was at least one extra Reaper or something.
Exactly, he saved the majority of the units here for Hiro. At the same time, though, Lings did just barely come out for Nameless. I love how patient he was, making sure he didn't pull the boys too early, kept the majority of his drones alive, and now, for the most part, he has things under control. Oh.
He very much has. He's pulling together his Zerglings. He's starting to lose a couple of queens, but man, just look at that production tab. He just needs a couple of good surrounds, and that is done. He's a 3-base Zerg player against Light.
Exactly.
Hiro.
Right?
I don't believe it, Light.
He's lost his damn mind. He's lost his goddamn mind. This man, I noticed that when I looked at the drone count, and I was like, all right, how much is Nameless ahead by? He's only ahead by 4 workers. Like, Hiro, I don't know what he fixed his keyboard. he plugged it in.
He looked at his old full-size keyboard and thought, yeah, this is a little too big. I'm just going to use a numpad. Then he realized, no, wait a minute. I'm supposed to get rid of the numpad, not use that exclusively.
Exactly, and we do see he is making workers. At the same time, he's harassing quite well, killing so much larva with this Liberator. Oh, and the Queen.
He is. The Queen is very exposed now, though. 3 Reapers versus a Queen. Who'd have thought? Well, to be fair, Reapers do have medevac support. That one I'm sure went down.
Yeah, that they do. The Reapers were able to just take out, snipe that Queen. And again, like, Nameless, he does have the worker lead, but, you know, he's kind of stuck here at home, right? He's still dealing with all this harassing damage.
Yeah, he's also being forced to just remake his drones, a lot of them, and also forced to make this many Lings this early on. If I know Nameless, he would much rather have a ton of drones and then worry about the Lings.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say things are looking pretty normal here, economically, but we know Hiro. He's never gonna give up the aggression.
Exactly. I was gonna say that, like, as Hiro was harassing, like, he didn't let up on his macro. Like, he's been pumping out tanks, pumping out marines. He doesn't have stim, he doesn't have combat shield, so he doesn't have any upgrades going with him. But regardless, like, he has medevacs and he has that tank support for his bio.
And sometimes that's all you really need. Not a lot of banelings out here right now for Nameless. And honestly, gonna be quite some time before they can get Baneling speed. There are as well a couple of KDA charges that he can really abuse here. And Hiro just being very, very careful here with his Marines, pre-spilling them nicely, making sure the Banelings don't quite connect, but one of them does. Is it going to be enough? There are a lot of Queens here for Nameless, but the tank support is the backbone here for Hiro. Things are looking dicey here, Light.
Oh yeah, definitely. All the Wing Bane went down. 3 Queens went down as well. Forces all the drones to be pulled away from that third base, and the third base does go down.
Now, to be fair, there's not a lot of bio here, but the hot pickup with the medevacs will keep them alive for long enough. Hiro, he just needs to, you know, not tunnel vision. Literally 1 health there on the tank.
My God.
Back away.
Mate, who needs stim? Who needs combat shields? That push was just devastating. Once again, Nameless, like, he has very limited vision out there. Like, he did spot that push out with his Overlord, to be fair, but he just barely didn't have enough to defend. He's only just now working on Baneling speed. He is, you know, taking this base to the south, and he has decent creep spread. He should be okay for the time being, but Hiro, he's working on that next wave. He's working on the timing when finally his upgrades kick in.
I'm just loving how methodical Hiro's being this game. A very far cry from game number 1 that we saw. But no, this time he says, okay, I'm going to go for the Hellion Reaper opening, try to deal as much damage as I can. While I'm doing that, just, you know, get the expansion, work on my macro, go for a second push, kill the third base, and then after that, just work on round 2.
Yeah, and here is round 2. And this is a little bit scary because, again, Baneling's speed is still on the way. Ooh, Nameless, so he goes for a massive lane run by it.
And the wall was not, in fact, the wall. Marauder's going to be going down just like so. Little bit of a misrally here from Hiro. The Lings managed to get right on top of a couple of these tanks, but the bio is still close behind. A lot of Banelings being taken out just like that. Hiro losing a couple of SCVs, but not too big of a deal compared to Nameless. About to lose a base.
Exactly, like the base is so low from like it's about to go down. It is going to go down, and even though that was a really nice run by from Nameless, that was the majority of his Lings. Like, he didn't have enough here at home to defend.
And now that Sims finally finished up, combat shield is done. Hiro actually, oh, never mind. I was gonna say he's gonna back away. He's gonna be a little bit more careful this game. Nope, going for the Doom Drop.
May just pick everything up and go straight into the main base. What is there here? There is a macro hatch, but that is it. There are no spores. There's a bit of Ling Bane here in the natural, so he's not too far off, but still, he can deal devastating damage with this drop.
He very much can. The forces were just too far away. The Banelings can try to get some really good connections, but the splits are there for Hiro. Majority of his Banelings connecting to the Marauders, and this is looking like it's going to be it. This is such a good foothold here.
Exactly. You know what? The backbone of this army is that tank with one health.
Is it still alive? Jeez.
It's still alive. It's still there, man. I mean, it could go down.
But then look at the kills.
The Berlings. Oh god.
But they're focusing on the other tank! Oh! We need a memorial.
Feels bad, man. The tank goes down. But behind this, I can't believe it. Yo, I thought it was crazy that Hiro was taking a natural. He's taking a third.
Did he just discover his CT?
His brain is expanding as we speak, as the game is going on.
It's like, all right, you've made me lose once. Okay, training wheels are off.
Exactly. This is it. This is everything that he has, and the Marines take out the third base. GG gets called.
Hiro gonna be taking that series 2-1, and you know what? Did all for you, Jenny. If you're watching.
Wow.
What a series.
What I can't believe it. Like, the series started how I thought it would start, right? It's proxy 3 racks, you know, Hiro being Hiro, but like things escalated, you know, Nameless was showing off his amazing, impeccable defense, and then it all culminated in Hiro's brain just expanding, and he learned how to and then he learned how to expand. It was crazy.
It's literally how it works. Just confirming on stream that yes, that is the same tank that was on 1 health. It was the second tank that got brought down to 1 health. But yeah, now we get to see. I'm pretty excited for this one. Like, we saw Hiro's TVP last week. He went up against Pez. We saw his TvZ here up against Nameless. He's going to be playing a TBT next against someone who I actually haven't seen here for, or I haven't been able to cast for quite some time. It's going to be Run Amok.
Yeah, Run Amok, one of those rare Australian Terran players. We always see Seether and Azure kind of like, you know, holding the line for that race in our region, or I should say in this country. But Run Amok, you know, he does show up every now and then, at least for ANZ Champs and DreamHack. And now he's showing up here today.
Chrome nags him, yeah.